Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we're going to um, learn a bit about hardware. Okay, chapter 8. So let's continue. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn. The content of chapter 8. Okay, Macintosh versus Windows platform, connection, memory and storage devices, input devices, output devices, and communication devices. Okay, so Macintosh versus Windows platform. Okay, what is the difference between these two platforms, these two main platform? Okay, so for Macintosh platform, includes hardware and software for digitizing and editing video and producing DVD series. Okay, while in Windows platform is a collection of different vendor neutral components that are tied together by the requirement of the Windows operating system. So we can see here that for Windows platform, we can use from many types of vendors. Okay, collection of different vendors. Okay, neutral components. So compared to Macintosh platform, uh, they have their own, okay, their own hardware and software. Okay, okay. Second one is has for Macintosh has a good built-in audio and high quality graphics capability, makes multimedia project development easier and smoother. Okay, initially, but for Windows platform, initially focused on business computing and was not suitable for Windows. So in terms of capability for Windows, okay, or the graphic capabilities, we can't deny. Okay, so Macintosh platform is the best. Okay, especially for multimedia project development. Okay, and then the third thing is all version model of Macintosh come with the latest Mac OS. So Mac can also run the Windows OS. So for Windows platform, however, it is now easy to find multimedia hardware and software for Windows as compared to the Macintosh. Why? Because of the open source. Okay, so we can find many software, even the multimedia hardware. For example, graphic card. Okay, for Windows. Okay, right. So this is the example of interface for Macintosh platform. Okay, so if you own one a Mac, okay, Apple laptop, then you can see this interface. Okay, this is Windows interface. Okay, this is Windows interface. So I guess most of us use Windows, right? Like me myself, I use Windows. Okay, so networking, in terms of networking for Macintosh and Windows, so networking is essential for direct communication and sharing of resources across platforms. Okay, nowadays we use networking to, for example, you want to share any resources. Okay, so local area network LAN, we have local area network LAN, wide area network WAN, and internet connection provide connectivity and networking capabilities. So what is the difference between these two? Okay, for LAN, okay, in LAN, workstations are located within a short distance, so they are relatively less expensive. Okay, for example, in small areas, okay, one communication systems span great distance and are typically set up and managed by large corporations. So they are expensive to install and maintain. And then before we know that, when we are talking about the campus, okay, for example, we have in our campus we use LAN, okay. However, year last year, if I'm not mistaken, okay, last year, there are one question, about networking, okay, in a campus area. So basically the answer is a campus area network. Okay. By standard, we rarely use campus area network, CAN. Okay, because in a short distance area, usually we use LAN. Okay, local area network. But then that question is specifically asked about campus. So the answer is campus area network. But if the answer or CAN is not listed in the answer option, then we may choose LAN. Okay, right. Okay, networking, the comparison between Macintosh and Windows. So, in terms of this comparison infographic, so LAN versus WAN. Networking for Macintosh and Windows. Sorry, so networking for Macintosh and Windows. So we have LAN versus WAN. So if we want to connect between Mac and Windows, we can use LAN or WAN. Okay, so basically both platforms can be networked. We can share our resources between among the cross-platform. Okay, so we can use either local area network or WAN. Okay, WAN area network. So if you are in a bigger distance or huge distance, so we use WAN. So what is different between these? So in a short distance, we use LAN. Okay, for example, we have a small, we have okay, we have few buildings. Like industry. Okay, so in that organization or industry, they use LAN. Okay, inside. But then to connect among them, among that LAN, we use WAN. So we have this is another LAN, this is another LAN, this is another LAN. Okay, then being connected by using wide area network. Okay, and then the dial-up connection to the internet through an ISP. ISP is Internet Service Provider, also enables communication. So if you want to use internet, you need to go through an ISP, Internet Service Provider. So the available ISP in Malaysia include Maxis, Telkom, TM, Digi, okay, Yes. I think most of us know about this ISP. Okay, we know about this service provider, but we maybe do not know that they are internet service provider. We are talking about ISP, or what is ISP? So ISP is internet service provider. Okay. So to establish communication between Macintosh and Windows PC, so we need to install, or basically this is embedded, okay, in your OS, okay, Ethernet system and client server software, okay. So Macintosh computers have built-in Ethernet networking, while for Windows PC require an additional Ethernet path. But basically, when we buy the latest laptop, okay, they already installed this one, right? Ethernet is a method of wiring up computers. So, for example, in our campus, okay, we use Ethernet, okay, and then client server software is required for communication and transfer of files. So, for example, okay, this one, Ethernet. So, in our campus, we have our local server, okay, and then this IBM compatible other variable on Mac. This is a laptop. Okay, so this is a it will be connected. Okay, using this Ethernet. Wiring up. Okay, wiring up all the PC. Okay, and then for client server. Okay, for example, client server. Okay, you want to request or you want to download, for example, you want to download the material, the HTTP material from UFuture. So you are the client. You request, okay, you send the request to download from the UFuture. So UFuture store the resources in the server. Okay, so this is basically, and then once they got the request, they will send the feedback together with the resources that you need. So this is what we call as client server communication. Okay, I really hope that you understand. Okay, connection. So there are various connection methodologies. Okay, include small computer system interface, SCSI, integrated drive, electronic, IDE, universal serial bus, USB, and FireWire and iLink, IEEE 1394. Okay, let's look at one by one. Okay, for SCSI, so SASI can connect internal and external peripheral equipment and devices that conform to the SASI standard. So how does it look like? Okay, so this is basically the connection. Okay, this one. So SCSI card can be installed on Macintosh and Windows platform. Okay, both. So SCSI is preferred for real-time video editing, network servers, and applications that require mirroring. Okay. So SCSI ID conflict should be avoided by providing unique IDs to device. So this is what how SCSI looks like. Okay, the connection. And then the second one is integrated drive electronic IDE. So IDE connection are also known as advanced technology attachment ATA. Okay, so they connect only internal peripheral. So bila sebut internal peripheral, kat mana kita nampak? Bila you buka the casing, right? The casing, or maybe the layman term is CPU, kan? But basically this is not CPU. Connect everything on the CPU, kan? So inside the casing, so you can see this inside the casing. Compared to SCSI, they have the external peripheral, so dia nampak kat luar, kan? But then for IDE, it is inside. So that's why they say they connect only internal peripheral. So they can connect 4 peripherals mounted inside the PC. The circuitry for IDE is less expensive than SCSI. So IDE utilizes processor chip time. Okay, so this is IDE. Okay. Next, Universal Serial Bus or USB. Okay, so this is standard for connecting devices to the computer using the plug and play system. So USB uses single cable to connect 17 USB peripherals to a single PC. So it can be attached to one computer at a time. Okay, meaning that if you have this connection, for example, you want to connect your camera video. Okay, so for example, this is actually for camera video. Okay, so you can connect using this USB. Okay, so this part will be attached to your PC, and this part will be attached to your tools. Okay, for example, camera. Okay, your camera. So this is at your camera. Okay, so this is at your PC. So we connect the external lah, basically. Okay, external device. Okay, and then this is FireWire. FireWire was introduced by Apple in the 1980s. It is the industry standard and provides support for high bandwidth serial data transfer. So particularly for digital video and mass storage, direct connection. Okay, so it can connect multiple computers and peripheral device. So peer to peer lah. Kalau you tengok daripada from this side to another, to the end, to another end. Okay, you boleh connectkan dia to can connect multiple computers and peripheral device. So peer to peer maknanya kalau you nak transfer apa-apa, dia boleh direct transfer. Okay, it is the most common method for connecting and interconnecting professional digital video equipment. So kenapa yang tadi Madam kata guna untuk kamera video juga? Okay, so you need to check the connection tu. Kita tengoklah. Yang tadi pun boleh juga. But this one, this is the most common method lah. Okay, tengok pada dia punya connection tu. Okay, bentuk dia tu. So boleh membezakan between USB and FireWire. Okay, this type. This one So nampak jelas kan? This is not type of USB. So this is FireWire. Okay, next memory. So when we are talking about a connection, okay, of course we need memory to store to run, right? Okay, so memory requirements of a multimedia project depends on the project's content and scope. So there are two types of memory, which are random access memory, RAM, and read-only memory, ROM. So RAM is actually enables the simultaneous running of many applications. Okay, so when you want to start the PC, you need this RAM. Okay, while ROM is non-volatile, the BIOS program that boots up the computer resides in the ROM. So basically, RAM is volatile, berubah-ubah. Okay, meaning that once you turn off your PC, okay, it will reset. Maksudnya dia tak akan simpan lama. Okay, dia tak akan simpan lama the content at the RAM. Okay, but the ROM is non-volatile, tidak berubah. So once you keep the content inside this ROM, for example hard disk, dia akan kekal di situ. Okay, so let's look at the difference, comparison between RAM and ROM. So this is the peripheral for RAM. Okay, you can see that. Kat mana boleh nampak this both RAM and ROM ni. Okay, also attach dia lah dalam PC, inside the PC. Okay. Okay, let's look at first. We compare in terms of function. Okay, so RAM store the currently active programs and their data. So anything currently run itu berada dalam RAM. Okay, itu run apa itu berada dalam RAM. Okay, while for ROM, it stores certain fixed routines such as the boot up routine. So start from BIOS lah. This is quite OS sikit lah, belajar operating system kan. Letak dalam BIOS dekat mana, dengan backup semua tu, itu semua dalam ROM lah. Okay. And then volatility. So RAM is volatile, where what does it mean by volatile is when the computer is switched off, the contents are lost. Okay. But for ROM is non-volatile. So when the computer is switched off, the contents are not lost. That's why saya kata, madam, saya ada I keep my learning materials, okay, dalam hard disk ataupun dalam saya punya thumb drive. Dia hilang tak? Dia tak hilang sebab because of hard disk, thumb drive itu adalah contoh ROM. Okay, it is non-volatile, right? And then in terms of changeable, the content of RAM can be changed or deleted. Okay, while for ROM, the contents of ROM cannot be changed or deleted. Okay, unless you memang delete dia lah. Alright, so that's the difference between the two. Okay, so this is among the storage devices. Okay, ada thumb drive, ada CD, DVD. You can see that SPH type. So it depends on your usage. Besar, banyak ke ruang dia, kecil ke. So it depends on the. So we have external thumb drive, external hard disk, for example. Okay. Even each of these storage device has different memory size. Okay, ataupun storage size. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this one right now. So Cypress cartridge. So this is the first one. It is a removable storage medium and can hold 44 meg of data. Kecil kan? Okay. So and then we have zip cartridge. It's inexpensive and hold 100 MB of data. So basically, this is not suitable, or we cannot save any multimedia or multimedia project or file in this storage device hub. Okay, because it is small. And then the third one is just cartridge. It's a removable storage medium that can hold 1 gig of data. Magneto-optical drive. Okay, it is rewritable and use a high power laser. So this one, it is suitable for archiving data. Kenapa? The size, the size. Okay. And then we have floppy disk. It is inexpensive, removable, and portable device for storing binary data. Okay. Sorry tadi, it is different between this. Madam tersilap tadi. Cypress cartridge dengan zip cartridge yang Madam katakan tak sesuai untuk multimedia is actually floppy disk. Floppy disk. So floppy disk, because why it is not suitable for multimedia file? Because of this portable device is actually suitable for storing binary data only. So they are made of flexible mylar plastic coated with a thin layer of special magnetic material. So kalau you ada DOC file, okay, Word file, then you can use this floppy disk. Okay, hard disk is a non-removable mass storage device and has a higher storage capacity and data transfer speed. Okay, and then flash or thumb drive, small storage device that can be integrated with USB or FireWire devices. So more reliable than this drive. Small printed circuit board encased in a sturdy metal or plastic. So most of us own this thumb drive, can usable, trendy, and convenient. And then the size of memory for this thumb drive basically readily increase. Makin lama makin besar, makin banyak kan. Why? Because of the emergence of technology. Teknologi apa? Teknologi circuit board tu. Okay. And then CD-ROM plays in an important delivery medium for large mass-produced multimedia projects. Okay. So basically CDR is very inexpensive. Kenapa? Sebab you tak boleh nak rewrite dia pun. Okay, the one off macam tu. Okay. And then for DVD, digital versatile disc, optical disc technology for distributing multimedia and feature length movie. So as what I said before, kalau you tak perlukan DVD, actually you can use CD only. Kan? It depends on berapa besar your project is. Okay. and then Blu-ray driven by implementation of HDTV and by the motion picture industry. So we have to look at this in our previous slide actually. Okay. So this is the example of input device. We have keyboard, mouse, touch screen, touch sensitive screen. We have magnetic strip reader, even game controller. Okay, this is all input devices. Okay, this is all input devices. Anything that can capture. Okay, for example, webcam. The end use now webcam. Okay, it can capture me. So this is actually an input device. Okay. So I would like you to try to name each of the devices. Okay. So we have here what keyboard, we have mouse, okay, we have keypad, we have a touch screen. Okay. So try to name each of these devices. Okay. Next. Okay, so some of them is we use stylus. Okay, we need to stylus. Like me myself now, I use stylus. Okay, for my drawing board. This is also an input device. Okay, input device. Right. That. Okay, so barcode reader, also known as barcode scanner, where the user laser beams to read the barcode. Okay, so that barcode reader is an input device. Okay, not barcode only, but barcode reader. Okay, and then MICR, for example, magnetic character recognition. Okay, so read text printed with magnetized ink. So how it works? So MICR reader convert the MICR characters into a form that the computer can process. That's how an ICR reader works. Okay. And different data collection device obtain data directly at the location where the transaction or even text takes place. Okay, this is the example of input device. Okay, this is another example, biometric input. Okay, iris recognition system, hand geometry system. Okay, okay. Now we move to output devices. So there are many examples of input devices. For example, speaker, monitor, okay. So printer. So these are the examples of output device. Okay, so try to name each of the devices. We have the speaker, sorry, a monitor, printer, okay. So there are many actually. Okay, various ways users print document and pictures. The thermal printer, mobile printer, label printer. This is all the example of output device. Headphone, headphone, data projector. Okay, so let's continue with. So that's all for chapter 8. Basically, this is quite simple. Where for chapter 8, we actually discussed about we discussed about platform. Okay, platform between Macintosh and Windows platform. We have discussed about connection, the available connection. Okay, we have CSI, we have IDE, we have USB, and FireWire. And then we look at memory and storage devices. There are two main memory, which is two type of memory, RAM and ROM. Okay, So RAM is volatile while ROM is non-volatile. Okay, and then we look at input and output devices. Okay, example for input devices are recorder, okay, recorder, keypad or keyboard. We have microphone, webcam, okay, and then output devices, monitor, printer, speaker, headphone. So if there is any question about input-output device, you need to really careful about what kind of question. For example, input device for text, input device for sound, for example. So input device for sound, if your answer is keypad, definitely this is not right. Okay, even though keypad or keyboard is an example of input device, but this is not specifically used for sound, okay, to capture sound. Okay. Right, and then output device, the same goes to output device. Okay, output device for graphic, for example, if your answer is speaker, definitely this is wrong. Okay, and then last but not least, we look at the communication devices. Okay, we have internet, we have LAN, we have WAN, okay, and then client server communication. Okay, so that's all for chapter 8. I do really hope that you understand because this is quite simple, quite straightforward. If you have any question, kindly ask. Okay, don't be shy. So that's all for chapter 8, hardware. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.